Welcome to INCRadio, South Central States. I am your host for today, Nathan Russell, and I'm joined by my co-host. Go and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Arnie.
All right, thank you for joining us here today. Now, the weather in South Central States has been getting significantly warmer. I think we're going to hit 97 degrees today.
Okay, it's hot, not warm. It is hot.
All right, hot. 97 degrees for those of you who follow centigrade. I think it's close to 40. I don't know. We follow Fahrenheit here. But yeah, it is getting very, very hot. It is also very humid. I think we're going to
Hmm.
have a humid summer this year. But what we have planned out, as you can see here, is a summer meal to combat that summer heat. So be sure to answer our question of the day, which I'll drop again into the chat. And that is, what is your go-to summer food? Okay. So what is your go-to summer food?
So I like anything that doesn't really take a lot of cooking. So anything that you could prepare where you don't have to slave over a hot stove. So I like salads
Mm.
a lot. I do like to do some stuff with fruit and kind of make it as an entree kind of a thing. But just anything that you don't have to cook and anything that can be eaten cold.
You know, you make a good point about not having to use the stove, because I know when we run a hot stove, it starts to heat up the house.
Hmm.
So for me personally, I like slushies, frozen drinks.
Okay, but that's not a food.
Well, it kind of works.
Like, can you eat that all day long and not have any like real food?
Well, maybe one of these foods that we're going to prepare today is going to be something that'll be my new favorite summer food. So we're going to go ahead and get started, though. So okay, let's talk about what we got going on here.
So first, when you have a meal, you got to have an appetizer of some sort. Okay. So the first thing we wanted to do was make some type of caprese salad. But
Okay.
I like to do two different versions depending on what type of event. If it's just for me or if I'm going out and sharing it with friends, there's different ways to do it. So the first way you can do it is, let's say you're going out with friends and everything. You can get toothpicks and get your little mozzarella balls and a small tomato and just skewer it that way, and then have your basil.
Basil. Okay, I
It
thought that
is
was spinach.
no, this is basil because basil is the Italian.
Italian
Yes.
spinach.
So once you do that, I make my own balsamic vinegar glaze.
Okay, what's in this?
So this is literally just balsamic vinegar, but you got to cook it over a stove, and you got
Uh,
to heat it until it reduces and it becomes thick. When you
I
do
didn't know
that,
you could do that.
yes, you can. And then it has more of a sweeter taste
Right.
than a sour taste. And so with the balsamic vinaigrette, with the balsamic vinegar, all you got to do you see how thick it is?
Yeah, it's
It's
coming
not,
out like syrup.
yeah, it's not runny like your regular, vinegar.
Yep, taking its time.
Yep. And all you do is just drizzle, make it all pretty, and drizzle just so that they have that taste when they're having their caprese salad. Okay. The other way I like to make a caprese salad is I still have all the ingredients with is your tomato, your mozzarella, the basil I slice up, and then sometimes I love to add watermelon.
Okay, this is a little unusual.
It is unusual, but if you've ever had watermelon with a balsamic vinegar glaze, that's pretty good. And so I'll add the watermelon, and then after that, the same thing. You still drizzle it with the vinegar.
Okay. Yeah, I know that when you use vinegar and you complement that with like a sweet, a fruit, it
Hmm.
brings out that flavor tremendously.
Yeah, and so with this one, like I said, this would be something like if I was eating it on my own as a salad. This is how I would prepare it. But if I was hanging out with friends and do like appetizer, then you can have the ones with a skewer so that it's just being passed around. So that's what we got for our appetizer.
Okay. Uh, what's this basil? I never had fresh basil. What does that taste like?
Here, why don't you taste it and see what it
Let me
tastes
see.
like? It's like I said, they use that in a lot of Italian cooking.
It's on par with cilantro, but
You
maybe a
think
little better
so?
tasting. No, no, no. It's like it's very fragrant when
Mm,
you bite into it,
it is
but
fragrant.
I don't think it would be as divisive as cilantro.
Yeah, no, because like I don't like cilantro too much, but with basil I can have.
It doesn't. It's like a fruitier version of spinach. I can almost describe it
Yes.
as.
Now, I just picked all these this morning, so they're still fresh. If you have the smaller leaves of the basil, then you can just actually put the whole leaf onto your skewer. But if they're big like this, then you're going to want to have to like cut it in half because you don't want it too big. You don't want it overpowering the tomato and the mozzarella.
Okay,
And
right.
then when you put it in the salad, then you take a few and you kind of like roll it up, and that's how you cut it to put it into the salad.
That was really good, actually. The basil.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna
Well,
have to
here,
use
why
that
don't
a
you
lot
try
more
this?
often.
Well, why don't you try the whole caprese salad?
The whole caprese salad. Is that Italian for kit and caboodle? The
I
whole
don't
kit and
know. I don't
caboodle?
know what
All
it
right.
is, but it is what it is. How's the balsamic glaze?
Good.
See? And it's
Oh yeah,
not
that's real
sour,
good.
right?
No, it's not sour
That's
at
our
all.
trash right there.
Okay,
Okay,
there
so
we go.
that's for appetizers. The next thing we want to do is our entree.
Okay.
So with an entree, same thing. I don't want to be cooking. So the only thing you really cook is the pasta. You can use different types of pastas. This is the rotini, which is your spiral. I like the multicolored because this is like spinach and tomato with the pasta. You could just do the plain rotini.
Mm-hmm.
You could also do bow tie. I like to use bow tie sometimes. Just depends, but I wouldn't use like the fettuccine or the
Right.
spaghettis because that's not
You
really
know,
salad.
it's strange to think of this because they're all pretty much made of the same thing, but
Hmm.
they do taste different
Yes.
as a way to describe it.
Yes. So with the pasta salad, you can put different types of vegetables. So for today, I'm putting carrots, and this is going to be like the one that takes a lot of work is really slicing up all your veggies.
Okay.
But I'm doing carrots and cucumber, and then tomatoes. And usually from that, you can leave it at that. But if you wanted to add bell peppers and other things, you can. But since you wanted meat in it, I did have smoked sausage.
All right.
Sometimes I like to put shrimp in here or the crab meat so that I'm really not cooking anything. And all you do is mix it up. And then you have your dressing. So you have an option. You can use different ones. I sometimes will use Italian. Sometimes I use the Greek vinaigrette, which is what I'm going to use today.
What makes it Greek?
They have olives and all that stuff in here.
Oh, of course.
Yes. Now, usually when I do the Greek vinaigrette, I'll add feta. But
Ooh, that would be good.
sometimes people don't like feta. And since
Okay.
this is going to be served later on for the larger crowd, I just wanted to get it simple so that they can they don't have to worry about the feta cheese. And all you got to do is mix it, and that's it. And there's your salad. I always like to have this refrigerated before I serve it, just so that it is actually cold and not warm, and it usually tastes better.
And cucumber's really, really good as a summer food.
Yes. And I like to let the pasta and the veggies marinade. Um,
Overnight or
no, just like I said, we can have this refrigerated for about an hour or so, and then that way when we serve it later, it's actually cold.
okay. Yeah, I know if you don't seal it up, it can start to dry out a bit. So,
Okay, so that's our pasta.
all right. What do we
Okay.
got next?
What do we got next? Should we do the drink or should we do the dessert? Let's go with our
Well,
drink.
you know, yeah. While we're preparing or while we're eating the main dish, of course, you want a nice refreshing beverage to go with it.
Okay, here. Well, you haven't eaten it yet. So here, why don't you go taste this now?
That's what I'm here for.
I know. I'm doing all the work and you're reaping all the rewards. There you go. There's a spoon right there.
All right. So here we go. Try to get a little bit of everything.
Let me know how that is.
All right. I got some carrot. I got some sausage. Let's go.
See, refreshing, right?
It is good. Yeah.
Okay.
What alternatives would you try
So,
with this?
like I said, the pastas you can change. You can make it into, you could even do like the plant-based pastas if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And
I probably wouldn't.
no, I wouldn't either. I tried it and I didn't like it too much. So then you could also, your veggies, you can make it different. You could add bell peppers, which I've seen people do. People like to add onions. I don't really like onions too much, so I don't do that. And then if you want to make it different, like I said, you can add cheeses. I've added feta and avocado when I do the Greek dressing. And then the other thing is your meats. You can change your meats.
Yeah, I could see maybe using ham or salami. Would
Yes,
go really well
you can
with
do
it.
that. If you like seafood, I've used shrimp and I've also used
Yeah, shrimp would be
the
good.
crab meat.
Yeah, those
Not
would
the
be good.
real one, the fake one.
The fake crab.
But,
The crab.
because like you said, you're not cooking anything, so you're just literally tossing everything in. So that's what I like to do.
Okay.
All right, so would you mind handing me the watermelons, please?
All right. Here is
Okay,
the watermelon.
so the next thing we're going to do is a beverage. I don't know if it's really a beverage or just a treat, but I think it's a beverage.
Or if you can drink it, it's a beverage.
Sure. Well, with a straw, you can. So this one is frozen watermelon.
Frozen.
It is.
Okay,
It's
why?
frozen watermelon because if you freeze your watermelon, then it'll be a slushy and you don't have to worry about putting ice because
Oh,
when you
you're
put
right.
ice, it dilutes the
Right.
flavor. So this one, especially if you go grocery and you get a watermelon and it's not as sweet as you would hope it would be to eat fresh, I will just cut them into cubes and freeze them and then I'll use them for different beverages.
Have you ever grown watermelon before?
No, I tried it. The weather here in Texas is not really great for growing a lot of stuff because one time during the summer, all my plants burnt
Yeah.
because it was too
Well,
hot.
the past 4 years we've had a drought. It looks like though we're raining every week though, so maybe we're gonna have a humid summer this year.
Yes, but then you have those few days in the winter where it's too cold and it
Yeah.
freezes the plants. So I'm like, I'm starting to grow everything inside the house now to see if that's going to work.
In Florida, like I remember my mom, she planted some watermelon,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess if the what you call it, everything is right, the
Mm-hmm.
weather and everything, it
Mm-hmm.
grows like crazy. It grows like a weed. It
Yes.
was going all through our backyard. It was growing to where our dog lived, and our dog was eating watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and we had like more watermelons than we could ever possibly eat. All right, so what is this?
So this is lemonade I made at home. I just like to have fancy bottles to put them in instead of a pitcher.
It
Um,
tastes better if it's fancy, right?
Plus, I got this in Copenhagen when I went to go visit there, so I like to bring stuff back that I can use in the kitchen. So this one is just your typical lemonade. You could do from a mix. This one is sugar free because diabetes and all. So this is a sugar free lemonade mix that I did, and you just pour it in with your watermelon, and then we're just gonna go and get it blended.
Have you tried this with lime juice?
I have not.
It might take an interesting twist to it because even though lemons and limes are similar, they are very different in flavor.
Yes, so this I have not done. I mean, I've not tried it with lime. There we go. And so you just stick it in your blender, and then we will go get it blended.
Okay.
We
All right. So we have our,
have
I
our
guess
assistant who's
our
going to be
yeah,
blending it for us. We didn't want to
our
blend it here
tech.
on the table because it was going to be too loud, so I
Right.
tried not to do that. But yeah, and that one's really refreshing. Normally, I put mint. I usually blend mint in there, but because of this heat, my mint kind of is dying and it's like wilting, and so I didn't want to.
I heard that mint grows crazy too.
It does. That one grows like weeds.
Yeah.
But like I said, mine died last summer over the heat because I don't have like an awning or anything.
Hmm.
And so it was exposed to direct heat. So that was dying. So then my friends would just take some from their garden and give it to me, and then I would replant it. So I just started doing that. But because it's been so hot,
Yeah.
it was kind of wilted. So I'm like, I don't want to put that in my beverage today. But
I
normally
noticed
I
that
would.
strawberries actually do pretty well here. The strawberries we had, it survived 4 droughts and snowstorms
Oh,
before
really?
it finally died. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's interesting to know.
'cause I'm wondering too, like if you froze the strawberries and then blended those, you could have a strawberry lemonade.
I do this. I do that also.
Yeah.
Because at the grocery store when strawberries on sale, I would buy it, and since it's just me, it's kind of hard to just eat the whole thing. So whatever I don't eat, I will put in a. I'll chop it up, put it in a container, freeze that,
Hmm.
and then I would use it with lemonade, but I also use it with like mango juice, so it's like strawberry mango.
All right.
Okay,
Now that we have our camera person here, what was your go-to summer food?
My go-to summer food is sliced mangoes, and I like to sprinkle it with a seasoning that has chili in it, lime, and sea salt. So it
Mm.
adds a little bit of a savory taste to it, and also a little bit of a kick.
All right, let's check the comments. Should I drink this first or should I read the comments?
taste it
I'm
first.
worried that
Taste it first.
we're
It's
gonna
not
go
too
off on
sour.
another tangent. All right, here we go.
I like to, like I said, I like this on a very hot day.
Ooh,
'cause
that's
it's very,
fantastic.
it's refreshing, isn't it?
I like that it's not too sweet and it's not too sour either.
Exactly. And you could taste
It's
the
very
lemon.
light.
Yes. You could taste the
Very,
lemonade
very light.
plus you can taste the watermelon.
All right, let's see. So, our person who's just behind the camera and the computer, like sliced mangoes with some spices. Yeah,
Here, have
get some
some,
of this.
taste it.
You can be on camera. You don't have to worry about hiding the whole time. All right, so let's see what we got so far. So, of course, my wife Melanie, who's doing our laptop work and the camera work. Thank you for that. She gave her comment that, well, she just said it, the mangoes with the spices. All right. We also have a greeting from Mark Lene Lambino. Thank you for joining. Also, our Kathleen from New Jersey, from the New
Oh,
Jersey
hi,
studios, greeting
Kat.
us. We also have Jeff Fernandez, who is also from New Jersey, greeting us. Let's see. Yeah, so that's what we got so far. And I'm going to get a little bit more of this. This is good.
I'm telling you, it's real, and it's. I always do this as soon as it's hot outside because sometimes I don't turn my air conditioning on since it's just me. I'll have fans going, and so when it gets kind of hot, I'm like, wait, let me have me a frozen beverage, and that's what I'll do.
I'm noticing a theme though. Like almost every single one of these has like a sour aspect,
Um,
a sour and sweet.
see, I did not think of that. I don't know.
I wonder if that's a summer thing though, to always like throw some vinegar into foods. Well, if you think about vinegar, it's like an acid. I wonder if it's like, okay, let's peel apart some of the layers off your tongue, and then let's inject the flavor through that, because all these have that slight tart taste to it.
Possibly.
Yeah, I wonder if there's some science behind
I
that.
don't know.
Because would you ever use vinegar in a winter meal?
Um, well, it depends.
I can't think of
It
any.
depends.
All right, if you could think of any meal in the winter that you would throw some vinegar in, but I think vinegar seems to be a common theme across a lot of these summer
Hmm.
foods.
So, but not our dessert.
All right, what's
We're,
our dessert?
we're not
No
gonna
vinegar
we're
in the
not gonna have
dessert?
vinegar in the dessert. No. So this one is called Mango Bango. I found
Okay.
it online, social media, and I tried it, and I fell in love with it. And then when I served it to my nephews, every time he goes, "Ooh, can you make some more of that mango stuff?" So I like making it. Not really good if you have diabetes.
Yes, mango's very high in sugar.
Oh, it's not just the mango we're putting in
Oh,
there.
okay.
So the first thing you do, you got to cut up the mangoes. I like to cut them up really small so that it's easier to eat.
Okay.
So you'll dice up your mangoes.
Now, what type of mangoes are we talking?
So this is the
The yellow type or the
it,
green type?
no, it has to be the yellow because the bigger green
Okay,
ones they're not as soft. So you don't
that's
want it that
right.
hard. And sometimes with the bigger ones, they get too sour. So
Hmm.
these ones, even though sometimes if it's not ripe, it's kind of sour. It's not
Well, if you
that
wanted
sour.
the sour theme that we've been going, you can switch to the
I
green
guess you can
mangoes.
do that. So we'll have that first, and
Okay.
then you got your tapioca pearls. So this one, yes, I had to cook this morning just to make sure it was ready. But even with this, you're just boiling water, so it's not like you're really cooking. So there's your tapioca. Eventually, it'll be fine.
And tapioca, that's made of rice, right?
Yes.
Okay. For those that didn't know,
And then the other thing you're going to use is coconut jelly.
coconut jelly.
Yes. Sometimes I like to switch the coconut jelly and make it strawberry jelly instead, just so that there's red colors. But all you got to do is strain out
I've
the
never seen this. Where
juices.
can you get this?
You usually get them at Asian markets, or if you go into a regular grocery store, you could go to the Asian aisles.
Okay.
But yeah, this is, and they use this in a lot of Filipino desserts like halo halo. They'll use a coconut jelly. So those are your three main ingredients. Once you have all those three there, now you're going to go with the bad stuff.
But oh,
So we've
the
got,
bad stuff.
yeah, we've got a half cup of condensed milk. And yes, this takes forever to come out. So
Condensed milk is really good in coffee. You ever had Vietnamese coffee?
no,
Yeah, Vietnamese coffee is out of this world. It is also very, very high in caffeine. I could tell, like just taking a sip, like, whoa, this is waking me up more than normal coffee.
so with the condensed milk, we used to put it in on bread.
On bread.
Yes, you spread it on bread. It makes bread taste so good.
What is it? Is condensed milk just reduced milk?
I don't know what it is. I just know it's sweet.
I
I
wonder if
just
they
know it's
add
really
sugar
sweet.
to it.
Not really sure.
We'll have
But
to
here,
check
why
the
don't you do
ingredients.
this
Okay,
while you're
that may
doing
be
that?
useful.
Hold it until you get the half up, because then now you're also
can
going to
check.
add half and half.
Milk and sugar.
Yes. So half and half. You can use half and half. You can use coconut milk. You can use almond milk, just any alternative, or you can even use regular fresh milk. But I found using half and half actually makes it taste better. So with this one, you're going to have about a cup and a half. If you want more liquid, you can make it more. And you're just pouring it into the mixture. How's it evaporating? I mean, how's the condensed milk coming? Still pouring?
It's slowly going. We're almost getting there.
So
I'm gonna make some latte art with it
Yes,
here in this
please.
cup.
And then, like as you can see, the tapioca will eventually break up once all the liquid is in, and you just mix it.
Okay, there we go.
You could add a little extra. Go ahead, don't be scared. And then you'll pour that condensed milk in there.
I think the show's gonna end by the time we get this thing
I
empty.
know. I forgot how slow condensed milk comes out.
There we go.
Okay, so we got our condensed milk out there. And then let's go add a little bit more, half and half. And so this one normally is served over ice. Okay, so
I would say heavy cream, but that might make this pretty heavy.
I mean, it'll work if you want it to be more of a thicker consistency. Um, I like it not too thick. And then the only thing I'm doing right now is trying to incorporate the condensed milk that was put in here so that everything is pretty much smooth.
Because I noticed that about like in deep in the summer if it's really hot, if you eat something that's like high in fat,
Hmm.
it can make you like really slow down, make you feel
Oh,
a lot
really?
warmer. Yeah. So I could see why like in the summer things geared towards being a lot lighter. Maybe not so fat heavy also. Well, also because it's hot out. Why do you need the extra fat?
Exactly. You don't need that. You need that for the winter. Okay, so this is pretty much your beverage. So, is there anyone who get an ice?
Oh, yes. Ice. Let me go grab that over here. Forgot to break it up.
Oh, that's okay. You
We
can
have
break it up
something to
now.
smash it with.
I've got a knife, but you know, I don't know. Use this end of the knife
Let me see. What can I use?
because I don't have anything else here that's um, strong.
Oh, it's starting to break apart.
Okay. Oh yeah, just use a ground.
Your hands are probably cleaner than mine. You want to grab some? There we go.
Okay, so you want to read some comments while I get some ice?
Yes, I can read some comments because I got a remote mic so I can wander around. All right. Back to the comments. Let's see. Lloyd Tarago is greeting us. He helped us out earlier with this new camera. How's this camera? This camera's like really good. All right. And we have Melanie greeting Jeff and also Lloyd. So thank everybody for tuning in to the show.
Okay, so now we've got the mango, we've got the coconut jelly, and we got the tapioca all incorporated with your condensed milk and your half and half. And then, like I said, you just serve it over ice, depending if you like more mangoes, more jelly, whatever you like, serve it over ice, and there you go.
All right. I have never had mango bango before. I have never had coconut jelly before.
Ooh, coconut jelly is my favorite.
So
Not very good though, because if it's too much sugar. So where's Lloyd? I thought I saw him earlier. Have him come out here so he can taste our stuff.
mm-hmm.
What do you think? Because I know you're not into sweets.
No, I don't eat sweets, but this is pretty good.
Is it really?
Yeah. A little too good.
Let me try to break up some ice.
Yeah, I think mango's my weakness. The coconut is very light tasting, the coconut jelly. Then the tapioca adds a nice texture.
And the tapioca really doesn't have any flavor to it. I don't think it does. Sometimes I like to use colored tapioca just so that there's more color in, just a variety. And, you try different things out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then you'll try something else. Like last time I made this, I tried to use ube condensed milk,
Mm-hmm.
which made the flavor taste better, but it didn't look as appealing because it was like a grayish color, purplish. It wasn't really as purple, but it was grayish. And so, like, it tastes good, but if people look at it, they may not want to have it. So, just like I said, you play with different things, see what comes out, what you like.
I could see where the red would help this pop out maybe a little bit better.
Yes. I tried it once with strawberries also,
Mhm.
but sometimes the strawberry's too sour that if it's not ripe, then it kind of makes it a little bit more of a sour.
Yeah, let's get our.
Here you go.
Yeah, come around this side.
Come taste this. And
We
then
get-
you could taste all the other stuff later.
Then we'll get your thoughts on it too.
Tell
This
us
is
what you
Melanie,
think.
by the way, who is running our camera and laptop. Go ahead and give that a try. Then I'll have you. Here we go. Let me describe it. How do you like that?
I like how well balanced it tastes. Like it's not too sweet. The mango's not overpowering. I think the tapioca does a great job of kind of taming the sweetness a little bit and adds that texture.
Right.
I like this a lot.
She's probably going to go in reverse order with our food, starting with the dessert.
You guys can try the salad.
Yeah, go ahead and try that. Try that salad. The entree. Try to get a little bit of everything.
Mmm,
I know for sure you always want to get a bite of cucumber. Do you like cucumber?
I do.
Yeah, the cucumber I think is what makes it makes
No,
a good summer salad.
Now, does Everest like mangoes and all that stuff?
unfortunately not. He only likes certain fruit. Most his favorites berries. He loves strawberry.
okay.
He would eat a whole pint of blueberries in one sitting. He loves berries.
And then what kind of sausage? Smoked sausage.
So I use smoked sausage, yes.
Really good. I like how it's not too salty. I think the
Mhm.
vinegar does a good job of
Hmm.
Here, wash that down real quick. What do you think of that?
oh wow. It really complements the dish.
It's really light,
very
isn't it?
well. It's not too sour,
Right.
not too sweet. It's just perfect. It's just right. Now, I don't think I've tried the appetizer yet.
Well, here, have yourself some caprese salad.
Thank you.
And we will have to get some basil. I think fresh basil.
And basil's easy to grow.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you grow basil?
Stick it in a pot and water it.
Gonna be indoors?
I do it indoors, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Do
Oh,
you
okay.
do you ever add mint to your smoothies or
I normally add mint to this watermelon lemonade, but like I was telling Nathan earlier, my basil's wilted and not, I mean, my mint was wilted and dying, so I didn't want to put it in there.
Yeah, let me try
But
it.
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I need one with a basil.
mm.
So try
Mhm.
this one that has the watermelon in it.
Oh,
Hmm.
So this one has watermelon in it.
Let's see. Let's get a plate.
Here's, yeah, here's a
oh
plate.
wow.
Yeah.
Pour some into the plate. But that one is when I added watermelon because, like I said, I like different flavors.
With watermelon. Okay, I have
Yeah.
to try that too.
Yeah, and try the watermelon with all that stuff.
So
Here, go ahead. You try first. Here, hold that for me.
mm.
All right. Let's see. Want some basil? Want some tomato?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a little odd at first because you normally see grapes or berries. Watermelon though is a really
Hmm.
good summery fruit.
And the way we discovered this was because when we were kids,
Get that back
we used to
on.
have when we were kids, we used to have all the youth come to the house,
Mm-hmm.
just to hang out. And my mom loved serving us watermelon, and so to play pranks on the boys, we would douse it with vinegar. And the rule of the house is if you put it on your plate, you have to eat the whole thing. So these guys would put so much watermelon on their plate. And then when they taste it, it had vinegar taste to it. And they can't say anything because, they can't complain or anything. But my sisters and I would have so much fun just doing that
Like,
to
what's
all
wrong
the,
with this
to all the
watermelon?
youth who would come to the house. But yeah.
I could see where like a lot of these foods would have come from like a harvest, maybe
Hmm.
like an early summer harvest.
Hmm.
Especially like the watermelons. You mentioned berries, like blueberries, grapes. Are grapes a berry? I think they are. I think I heard from Little Lambs, one of the other shows, that grapes is actually classified as a berry. It was like a whole bunch of other foods, but
Then you have
yeah,
the
blueberries,
blackberries.
strawberries, blackberries
Mhm.
are really good in salads.
Yes.
And I think only now people are discovering that you could throw berries into a salad.
Yeah. Normally, I'll do a raspberry vinaigrette dressing with some type of spinach and then like a little bit of romaine. Then I'll throw in the candied walnuts with strawberries and other berries. So that usually.
Ever tried avocado with like a little bit of milk and a little bit of sugar?
Oh, do that all the
We used
time.
to do that in the Philippines.
Yes, avocado smoothie.
Yeah. Well, we
Mhm.
would just scoop it out and
Mhm.
then put it in a bowl, add a
Mhm.
little bit, just like this, but instead of using the mangoes, we'd
Mhm.
use the avocados. It's so
Yes.
good.
Used to do that all the time. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Any other comments we got there?
Let's see. Any other comments?
And is Lloyd gonna come
No,
in here so
no
he could
other
taste?
comments.
Is he gonna come in here so he could taste the stuff?
See if you can find Lloyd.
Now I wish Kat was here so she could actually taste this and let us know how that is. Oh yeah, come on over. Do you want to taste our stuff? Oh, let her come on that. Come on this side. I'll give her one of everything.
I don't think she could be on air at
Okay,
this moment.
just come across
Here, try this.
and just taste it and tell us what you think. So that one's the caprese salad. Wait, but don't go too far. I got more food for you.
That has basil and mozzarella
And tomatoes.
tomato and a balsamic glaze.
Hmm. And the tomatoes, I like to use grape tomatoes because sometimes the cherry tomatoes are way too big.
All right, try this pasta salad. You
Okay.
can set that down here.
Okay,
You want to come on
we
here?
have one of our viewers. Lloyd, come on over here.
Yeah, give us your thoughts. Here, come over here. Stand next to me. All right, this is our appetizer, a caprese salad. It has basil, tomato, cheese, mozzarella cheese, and a balsamic vinegar glaze. Try one of those.
How's that? You like the pasta?
Add the basil to it. I think the basil is real good.
Here, try this
Very
one.
refreshing.
Yeah?
Try this
So
salad.
good.
This one has watermelon in it, so I think you like this
Can I
one.
take this off?
Yeah, that's all yours. Go ahead,
Thank
take it. Here, hold on. We're not done yet. Try that one.
Yeah, set that down. Try that out. So this is the entree, the salad.
Mhm.
It has watermelon in it. Oh, he's skewering it. That's smart.
Oh, he's not using a spoon. Oh, here, use a spoon.
Okay, thank you. Let's try it out.
Try this one. This is a different salad.
Mmm. I love it.
Yeah, the watermelon. All right, now you have to try the watermelon lemonade to go with it. So let me get that.
Let's try it out.
See, these are the perks of coming on radio. You get free food.
I'm gonna come here.
I need
every
another cup.
Saturday.
Can you grab me another cup so I can do the mango?
Oh, let her try the
Well, she get the watermelon first, and
Oh,
then
she got
this
it?
one,
There we
and
go.
then this
It's
one.
really good.
Hold
So-
on, hold on.
I like how it's not too sweet. So it's just lemonade and watermelon.
So no sugar added.
No sugar.
No
added.
sugar.
Wow.
No,
Just whatever's in the
it's the
watermelon.
sweetness of the
It's probably
watermelon.
One of the healthiest drink I've ever had.
Well, you could add sugar in the lemonade, of course, if you make it, but this is using a sugar-free mix. Now,
No
this
sugar.
last one does have sugar,
Oh,
so I
that
don't know
one.
if you're sensitive to sugar or not. You could try a spoonful, maybe.
Yes, I can
Mango
try it.
bango. So the mango bango, that is the tapioca pearls, that is coconut jelly, that is mango and honey.
Thank you, sister.
Give that a try.
It is, isn't it? How about this one? Try the mango bango.
It reminds me of.
Don't tell your
Halo.
husband
Yeah.
you're eating all this stuff. He might get
For those
jealous.
that don't know, hal is a Filipino dessert.
Mhm.
Mix. It stands for
Yes.
mix. Translate it directly to English.
And I think that's where it kind of came from because I've seen like a lot of people who were doing this first.
Yeah.
They're Asians who were doing it on
Is
videos.
that coconut gel?
Coconut jelly, yes.
Yes,
I love
it's good.
coconut gel.
Yeah,
It is, I'm telling you.
dangerously good.
Sometimes I'll put 2 bottles of it instead of just the one, just
Thank
because
you
I
so
like it
much.
so much.
Hello for everyone again.
This is Lloyd. He's one of our viewers. He's actually our tech guy. Hooked us up with cameras and everything.
Yep,
So.
helped us get set up here. So I think that takes us.
So, Pauline, what did you think? So she's liking the mango bango. Look
She
at
says
everybody
it's not
else.
too sweet. I think it's
Mhm.
sweet.
Well, because you don't like sweet stuff.
That's right.
You don't like sweet stuff.
But
so-
you know, even though we all kind of have like different palates, everyone agreed that they really
Mhm.
like this.
Mhm.
And even though we had to kind of step out of our comfort zone as far as like putting watermelon in dishes we never thought we would, it's all been really, really good.
But I don't think Lloyd tried our entree.
Yeah, he did. He tried it.
You had the entree?
Oh yeah, I'm good with.
Oh, the.
He
No,
didn't have the entree.
Oh yeah, you didn't.
You gotta try this one
Pasta
too.
salad.
You gotta try it all.
Just a spoonful. We have another spoon. We ran out of spoons.
Where's his spoon go?
We're gonna use this as a spoon.
No, his there we go.
Yeah. Let him try that. Make sure you get cucumber. Cucumber is key. For
But
that.
yeah.
Oh, we do have another comment
Okay.
from Renz Diaz,
Oh, Renz,
greeting us from Fort Worth.
is he not gonna come out and get some
He
food?
says for his summer food, it's ramen all the way.
Ooh, that's too hot though, because you gotta cook it.
I know, because when you eat like hot soup and then you start sweating.
Yeah, I can't have soups during summertime. So like a lot of the Filipino dishes that is soup based, I cannot cook those during the summer. It's too hot to eat.
Well, I'm
So-
sure the Vietnamese when they eat pho, it's always hot.
Yeah, see, no, I can't. I can't.
And he says save some for us. So yeah, we got plenty here, so you can come on down and enjoy this. All right. So, are there any shout outs you'd like to give?
Um, let's see, who do I want to shout out today? Of course, my sisters, because they help inspire me to cook. One of my sisters, Peachy, she just loves to cook and she cooks and does all kinds of different stuff and likes to be creative. So I learned to be creative through her. And my nephews, Angelo, Mason, Riley.
I like to shout out Victor because he gave me this sweet tie.
Oh, that is a nice tie.
Yeah, to go along with the summer. I got the whole linen suit and everything. But be sure to download the INC Radio app from the Google or Apple app stores. And also follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Okay. And be sure to check out the other INC Radio programs, such as Faith and Melody, which runs all week, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m., and also Chatline on Friday at 11 a.m. All right, that is all our shout outs. So, well, we have two other shout outs. We'd like to shout out our CFO coordinator and SEPSI president, Brother Angelo Rano V. Manalo, and also our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Be sure to stay tuned also for the other INC radio programs. You can tune into those also. That will be happening all day. Welcome you to listen to those. And we'll be back again next week, same time, 9 a.m. What are we doing? We haven't decided yet, have we?
No.
Maybe something on coffee.
What are
Maybe
we doing
wake us
next week?
up because it is an early morning show. But we'll see you again next week. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.